Here's my title, right? Doing Things with Sounds, illustrated by this picture. The picture doesn't illustrate Mark Hancock. It illustrates doing things with sounds. And I had lots of great ideas of pictures of things that you could get somebody doing with sounds, but my artistic ability limited me to this one, right? Doing things with sounds, the title says that I'm going to talk about segmentals, just sounds. I could talk about other things like connected speech, intonation, and so on, but I'm just going to restrict it to sounds on this occasion, just for a bit more focus. And the doing things bit implies a pragmatic, practical focus rather than something theoretical, sort of a very teaching-driven approach. Interestingly, somebody I showed this title to thought the first word was doing. I thought that's just stupid, but later on I was thinking about it, and yes, it could be doing. After all, what is the onomatopoeia for a springing object? You know, doing, doing, doing. How do I know it's doing and not doing? Answers by Monday, please, 2,000 words. Okay, so doing things with sounds, I'm going to suggest that we as teachers and our students do these things with sounds. But first of all, I'd like to go out onto the street and look at the way some speakers of English do things with sounds, which are quite similar to the things we use in class, strangely enough. So here's some photos of shop fronts. Have a look at those. They're all puns, really. Puns, I suppose. See if you can catch the wordplay in these. Cash 22 is a reference to a book called Catch 22, a well-known book back in the day. So it's a minimal pair of cash versus catch. And you see a title of a shop like that, and of course, you have to go in and do something because it's so funny. What about another similar shop? The Prawn Brokers. Instead of pawnbrokers, with that inserted R, turning it into a hilarious joke. And then we have Bread Pit, a reference to a famous American actor, said with an Australian accent by the looks of it. Bread Pit. Peter Pan, as in Peter, and bits and PCs. This minimal pair actually has a stress difference as well. Pieces wouldn't have the stress on the second syllable like PCs does. And come in for a faith lift. These aspects of sounds are something we all play with. It's very hard to find headlines in the press that don't have some form of wordplay of this kind. So I just want to make the point before we start that it's not just ELT teachers that do this kind of stuff. It exists out there too. These are the things I want to talk about then. Things we do with sounds as teachers and students. Experimenting, representing, exploring, imagining, playing, and communicating. Okay, so 6 parts to the presentation.